Hello and welcome to today's fast video, which is called Stocks, Precious Metals, Oil and US Dollar. This is a logical continuation of the extensive 40-minute lasting weekend video where I had been diving into charts covering all these asset classes and as well dropping some clues as to Mideast prospects that I had shared with premium clients in full as to what I see unfolding and what are going to be those reactions across asset classes. So let's start by reviewing the daily perspectives and the deterioration in market breadth following the Mideast escalation that I had noted again in great detail in that video, and in this one I will give it more of a pre-market update as to what I see unfolding today for today's session, and as well make sure to review that video which had been uploaded well before New York morning on Sunday. So approximately 24 to 36 hours of those latest developments are not yet in, and this is going to be the subject of this video. See that US dollar is not really acting as a safe haven and is being so low. Still, no matter what yields are doing, that's a logical distinction, one of its kind. US dollar, this has been the probably second most important asset class to watch the geopolitical headlines, sensitivity, temperature rising, and as well as good for assessment of the overall risk appetite. As regards Bitcoin, there had been so much to cover on the weekend that I have not talked Bitcoin in detail, but you can see carving out a lower bottom and peaking higher today again. So what does it mean for risk taking and appreciation of risk to come? It's kind of mirroring the growth pattern thus far, and this oil chart is just showing complacency that no significant impact to Iranian oil production or refining capacity had been scored just yet, and most importantly, even more importantly, that the Strait of Hormuz is open and there are no signs yet that Iran is willing to resort to this very step. So here we go with the gold chart carving out a local bottom, and this lines up well with what I had been saying to trading signals clients as regards the interaction between silver, which is no surprise for now, and actually markets are a little bit leaning risk on pre-market. So is this a Monday that can bounce, and we are going to be discounting political realities of a very uneasy weekend that the Mideast and as well California LA had not been used to. I'm not discussing right now those USA internal developments, but you pretty well know as well about those protests and US Army parade and how it had been received, and when you compare the gait of US soldiers and so on and so on. This is a topic in its own right. But suffice to say, this has been a scale, the chart that I reviewed in early Sunday's video, and thus far these are the technical levels to be respecting, and it would be better to update it, and you see the labor's path higher that stocks are making, and what would be the catalyst that takes them upwards. It's less than 24 hours since Putin offered to negotiate between the two parties, and thus far no noises had been made. Israel hit Iranian hospitals, so we can expect some kind of tit for tat. My joint page will help you select the site for you based on what and how you trade. Make sure to combine the daily analytics with intraday channel. So one more word, and as regards S&P 500, Nasdaq and Russell 2000, be very sensitive to how they are trading. Be sensitive as well as to the source of US dollar depreciation. Is it only against the euro, or are we seeing some signs of risk on, as seen, for example, in the US dollar, yen, or others? Or how much of a fleeting nature is that, and whether we have seen the height of the fear moment, the blood in the streets? You can be watching as well. Wakes the way I do, and so on and so on.